Hello, welcome back to Beer Reviews. My name's Chris, and in today's video we're off to Beavertown. And it's the first Beavertown I've had on the channel. I haven't had any Beavertown beers on the channel. It doesn't mean I haven't had Beavertown beers, just haven't put any on the channel. But in all fairness, I haven't had a Beavertown beer for a long time. And there's no particular reason for that. I just haven't been buying them. So the one we're looking at today is the Beavertown Lupuloid, coming in at 6.7%, IPA at 6.7%. There's the can. The typical funky artwork that Beavertown have. Great artwork on their cans. Beavertown back in 2018 sold quite a big stake to Heineken. Apparently the deal was mainly about investment, allowing Beavertown to grow, and allegedly Heineken weren't going to have any input on the beers. They were still going to carry on doing that. Apparently that's what it says. Who knows? But anyway. So let's get her out, let's get her in a glass, see how she looks, see how she sniffs, and see how she tastes. There are loads of reviews for Lupuloid on the YouTubes. It's been around a long time. I think one of the oldest reviews I saw on YouTube was 4 years old. And the only reason I watched the reviews wasn't for any other reason, is I just wanted to see the colour. I wanted to see the colour of the beer, because sometimes when big breweries take over, one of the first things you notice if they've been sort of tinkering with the beers is the colour can quite often change, which means that they are changing the ingredients. So I did go on there this morning just to have a look at the colour of the beer. So I know what it looks like from 4 years ago. The takeover was in 2018. So yeah, hopefully I've seen what Lupuloid looked like before the takeover. My maths is rubbish. So let's crack on. Let's crack on. Enough talking, enough waffle. Let's use this glass. Not used this glass for a long old while. And there's the first worrying sign. And that's why I went and checked the colour. Because the other reviews that you watch of this from 4 years ago, and even a bit more recent, it's hazy. It's got a haze to it. That has not got any haze to it whatsoever. It's the golden colour it's a golden colour. Almost got a lager look to it, isn't it? A nice head, but that's going to disappear soon. Quite bubbly, that head, so that's not going to hang around for long. But yeah, that colour is not the same as how that beer looked 4 years ago. 4 years ago, people were saying this was a good beer. So yeah, is that an indication that Heineken are having a bit of a meddle with things? Who knows? But yeah, it doesn't look like what's on YouTube videos, and that's exactly why I went back and had a look this morning. Anyway, let's see how she sniffs. Let's have a look what it says on the can, because that's quite muted aroma. There's nothing on the can really. Nothing on the can that's readable. A really muted aroma. There is tropical elements to it. There's definitely a grapefruit in there. There's a citrus element to it. There's definitely a citrus element. There's grapefruit. There's lemon, lime. Slight bit of orange, but really muted. Really muted on the flavour. Not the flavour, the aroma. Really muted. I expected that to be a lot bolder, especially at 6.7%. 6.7% IPAs of this nature generally have pretty good aroma, and this is quite muted. Anyway, let's see how she tastes. Enough of the sniffing. Cheers, everybody. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Really piney. And that is super piney. It's all pine. Massive piney and that hoppy bitterness. Very dominant on the back. Certainly there in the middle of the palate as well. Really super piney, which I actually don't mind. I do like a good piney type of IPA. West Coast is one of my most favourite styles. I love all that citrus element with a huge piney kick to it. And that is hugely piney, but it's missing all the other bits. It's very dominant on the pine front. Trying to pick out other elements is quite difficult with how piney that is. There is citrus there. It's very dry. It's quite refreshing, but it's definitely dry because of that hoppy bitterness. That's really, really strong. Really, really strong hoppy bitterness. There are citrus elements to it. The lemon and lime and the grapefruit are definitely there. I'd have liked more. Pardon me. I'd have liked a bit more of the fruity stuff to come through. I'd have liked a bit more of those tropical flavours to be more dominant. Yeah, I don't think that's the beer it was. I've never had a Lupuloid before, so I can't compare it, but that is why I looked at some videos this morning to have a look at the colour of it. And I would say that has changed. I would definitely say that has changed. I can't be sure. If you've had a Lupuloid before, stick something in the comments, let me know, but I'd imagine that's been tweaked and changed. I don't dislike it, mind you. It reminds me of Brewdog's Jackhammer. Is it Jackhammer? That super piney, strong bitterness. That's what it reminds me of. And I didn't mind that because I like pine. I like that piney bitterness. And that's all this is really. I don't dislike it, but it's not offering what I think it should. There should be a lot more flavour on the fruits coming through. There should be more stony fruit flavours, certainly more on the citrus. Really push the grapefruit in, and the lemon and the limes should all be in there. There should be orange in there. And it doesn't deliver that. Considering the hops that are in here, it's not delivering it. It's got Citra hops, Mosaic hops and Equinox, allegedly. But it doesn't deliver the flavour you'd expect from those hops. Not one bit. So there you go. That's my review of Beavertown Lupuloid. Would I recommend it? If you like hoppiness and you like that pininess and you like that bitterness that all three of those combine, you probably like it. If you're looking for big fruitiness that you should get from those three hops, you're not going to get it. But I don't mind it. Would I buy it again? No. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I would. Yeah, if someone bought it for me, I'd absolutely drink it. But overall, I think that's been tweaked. If you've had Lupuloid before and you're a big fan of it and you've been drinking it for years, let me know what your thoughts are. That's me done. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Bye now.